This is Dolynny TV. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of Edmonton Oilers discussion here on the channel today. And yeah, how about that? We are entering the last long weekend before Edmonton Oilers hockey begins, and the even sweeter fact about that, guess what? Rookie camp opens September 5th, which is 6 days from now, and that could not be any better. So right now, guys, we are 6 days away from the 2019-2020 NHL campaign starting its baby steps. Obviously, yes, the offseason's it's the offseason. It's the offseason. They say offseason because the guys aren't on the ice wearing their team colors. Well, ladies and gentlemen, September 5th, this roster I am about to break down for you will be wearing Oilers colors, practicing to play in an Oilers NHL sanctioned game. And then, after 2 games, then all of a sudden we get ready for main camp and breathe, relax. It's almost here. So let's get to it. I can sit here and stammer all day. Still got to update that bar, for crying out loud. I'm not that bright, apparently. But you get to the list. I will... could I show you? I could probably show you. You know what? Let's get this done right and make sure we get this going for you. You like to see the visuals. I'll get you the visuals as best I can. Hopefully I can fit on the screen at the same time these visuals are up. So let's go with defensemen first and goalies, and then we'll see what I can do elsewhere. Bang, bang. Mustache bugging me, and is what it is with new facial hair, right? All right, Oilers D and goalies prospect camp. Rookies. All right, bang, and let's go get the other piece here, guys. Bear with me. You know, sometimes I don't come prepared. It is what it is on a Friday of a long weekend. I'm looking forward to get this video done for you guys. Make sure to hit you up in the comments and then relax and go to town maybe on some MLB The Show, or who knows what the heck I'm going to get done this weekend. No, I'm hopefully going to watch Spider-Man Far From Home this weekend, so that'll be fun. As a big Marvel fan there as well. So the Q&A as we try to get some graphics up here begins, That's we'll save that for tomorrow in the live stream, guys. We'll be live streaming and having a kickback for 7,000 subscribers tomorrow, sometime in the afternoon. Look for the notification later on. But what we need right now is I need to get to my Oilers D and goalies graphic, and bang, and bang, and see if I can get that brought up on the screen. That's what it's going to look like. That's kind of small. Big enough. The Orange Cat coming up here enjoying too as well. So, the Edmonton Oilers 2019 rookie camp roster. Ladies and gentlemen, these are your goaltenders. I don't think it comes as any surprise, any of these guys being on this list, because they're all great guys within our system. The one exception you see is Shane Sterrett. Guys, he's on an NHL contract. He doesn't need to be in here anymore. He comes to main camp. Stuart Skinner, Olivier Rodrigue, and Dylan Wells. I can go over the stats. I've gone over the stats 100 times this offseason. You know what we've got, right? Rodrigue, a 5th round, or sorry, start with Wells. Wells, a 16th draft, 5th overall, or 5th round, 123rd overall. See, I'm already mixing it up. Why am I even talking about prospects and drafts? I'm terrible at that. There are plenty better guys on the internet that do Oilers prospects better than I. You get what you get with me. I'm hoping you settle. Olivier Rodrigue, 2018, 2nd round, 62nd overall, guys. He's going to look good. He looked great in Drummondville this season. A 243 goals against average and a 902 save percentage. The QMJHL, in my opinion, the weakest of the 3 in the CHL. Just kind of based on my public opinion. Probably wrong, but great numbers for a goalie in that league, to say the least. And then you've got Stuart Skinner as well, 879 save percentage, 2017 draft, and 3rd round, 78th overall is what that says there. The big key here is 299 goals against average. He did only play 6 games in Bakersfield. Those are his Bakersfield Condors stats. You fans down there, if I have any of you, I have not heard many of you But if I have any of you down there in Wichita, slaving away in the ECHL, having a great time watching good hockey, guys who may one day become pros, Stuart Skinner, one of them. He had 41 games played, 119 goals against, a 316 goals against average, and a 903 save percentage. Is what it is down there in Wichita. Guys, if you're from Wichita, let me know. Let me know how much you like your Wichita Thunder. Now, we get into the interesting parts here on the defense, because this is where you get the Oilers inviting some guys to camp. And what happens with camp invites, most notably, is usually AHL contracts, or usually who knows what's really happening with them, right? These guys, some of them may re-enter the draft, that kind of deal. Well, here you go. You've got Jackson Bellamy coming in from Sherbrooke in the QMJHL. Jackson Bellamy from St. John, New Brunswick. Story on him, actually, from my point of view, I don't really want to get into any stories because I don't know much about him. I saw his name mentioned in an article from a small town paper out east saying he got an invite to camp for the Oilers back, like, I want to say July 15th. Like July 15th to August 10th. Somewhere in there, I saw an article saying Jackson Bellamy was coming to Edmonton Oilers rookie camp. It's now official, so whoever the writer of that article is, guys, if you know the writer of that article, you pass along my congratulations on sourcing that information, getting it correct, and finding out months later that it's official and checking the box. That is grade A journalism, and we do not have enough of that nowadays. Evan Bouchard, ladies and gentlemen, do I even need to begin here with Evan Bouchard? I don't think we do. Evan Bouchard, this is getting him ramped up, knowing exactly what we have in him by the end of camp and knowing where to slot him. That's what this is about. Let him excel against his peers, then let him excel in training camp, and then let him loose, whether it be in the NHL, not my preference, or in the AHL for 40 games, my preference, and then rip up the NHL for half a season. Guys, Evan Bouchard, one of the most dynamic, exciting, young players to watch for the Oilers this season, so don't tune out on him. You've got Ethan Kapp, a defenseman who plays for the Edmonton Oil Kings in the WHL, a 2000 birth date, so 19 years old this year. Guys, he's young. Man, I wish I was 19 again. The fun I could have. College all over again, right? However, he's another camp invite. Ethan Kapp basically had a great little season down there in the WHL. He had a whopping 21 assists, 5 goals, 26 points on the back end for the Oil Kings, and I've heard some great things about him. His defensive game took strides. His offensive game took strides. So again, this is kind of that greasy mud pit that is what happens when an NHL club owns a WHL club, but we'll just hands off that and hopefully find him in Bakersfield in a year or two. That wouldn't be too bad, especially a guy that grows both sides of his game at the same time in a season. You don't see that often in junior, but that is huge. You've got Logan Day. Guys, we know the story with Logan Day. Came to the Bakersfield Condors last year. Came in, played well. I mean, he absolutely lit it up, realistically. 34 points. Played in the playoffs. Oh, man, guys, Logan Day absolutely came out of nowhere and did fantastic things for us down there. You guys loved him in Bakersfield. I know there's some questions about his game, but we'll find out if he solved them in 2 games and a little bit of main camp probably for Logan Day. Now you've got Brendan DeYoung. I'm going to really have to speed this up. Holy crap, I'm going way too over the limit here. Brendan DeYoung, another camp invite from the Portland Winterhawks in the WHL. 27 points, 20 assists, 7 goals in 51 games played. And I don't have a book on him. Didn't really do research. So for the sake of keeping it tight, go look him up yourself. Looks like a promising young guy. That is again going to be vying for 1 or 2 contracts that might be handed out by the Bakersfield Condors. Now you've got Vincent Desharnais, who is an Oilers draft pick. Now is signed with the Bakersfield Condors. Absolutely had a great year down there in Providence. But the thing here is, you know what? He's captain of Providence. Sure, that's great. Fantastic. What we like as Oilers fans and as Condors fans, that 6'6", 215 frame. Ladies and gentlemen, that sounds like a defenseman to me. And then you've got Sweet dreams. Sweet dreams. Sweet dreams. Guys, the season Dmitry Samorukov put together in the playoffs and the regular season with Guelph was absolutely unreal. And this is exactly why I can sleep tight at night. Guys, the Oilers, defensive prospects that look good for the first time in years. Oh, man, it is good. It is good. So Dmitry Samorukov, we get to see him in Edmonton Oilers colors as well in rookie camp. So that's your whatchamacallit right there. That's what I'm looking at for goalies and defensemen. Now, somehow, someway, I stammered my way to the 3-minute mark. Now we're way behind schedule, and it is what it is on a Friday of a long weekend. You can tell I'm just stretching it out because I'm having a good time. Sitting here relaxing. It's been a stressful week at work, so it's good to relax, kick back, and have a little bit of fun. So let's get to these rookies. Let me check my phone. That's hopefully one of my guests for tomorrow. Checking out if I'm going to play MLB The Show with them later tonight. Kick back, relax, have a little bit of rewind after a hard week of work. How many R's and W's can I throw in a sentence is the question. So, all right, not too many surprises here. There's one camp invite. Guys, pretty much we all know the book on all of these guys except for really 2 or 3 of them. You've got Tyler Benson, Cameron Hebig. Don't need to go over the stats. Benson looking to make the Oilers. Hebig going to absolutely steadify that Bakersfield Condors team as per usual. Then you've got Steven Ikebelis, who, well, where did he play? He played down there in Wichita, so he earned himself a spot on the AHL team. Good on you, Ikebelis. And then you've got Liam Keller. This is where it's going to get really fun. Another camp invite. Edmonton Oilers. Baby club, not farm club, not ECHL affiliate, baby club, junior club, whatever you want to call it. The Edmonton Oil Kings, not directly affiliated, but ownership-wise. The camp invite goes to him. 24 points, 8 goals, 16 assists. Perfect. And then you've got Rafael Lavoie. Ooh, see, I caught myself and I rounded it out. Look at that, I'm getting better. Maybe by the time he makes the roster next year, we'll be nailing it. But Rafael Lavoie, who was drafted 2nd round, 2019 draft. Guys, you want to talk about a video that absolutely went off on draft day, the next day? That was Rafael Lavoie. Thank you so much for your support on that one because we absolutely went out there. Mr. Ken Holland said, you know what? This kid fell. I'm not going to be as stupid as everybody else. I'm going to take him. And that's exactly what he did. And then you've got Kirill Maximov. Guys, this guy's been talked about a lot as the secret weapon, I think is the term I heard with him. I like it. I like it. I'm going to move over here so you can see my face a little bit better, but I love him. I love him. Kirill Maximov, a guy that's going to come in and do fantastic things anywhere he is based offensively. So that's good. The Oilers need those bona fide offensive threats. And you know what? Maximov's a winger, so a right winger. So you see where I'm going. Next year, let's go. We've got ourselves a bona fide young guy that should be able to step into the lineup. No problem. He was, though, drafted in the 5th round, so be hesitant. 5th round draft pick might not pan out as great as we've seen in junior, so careful. Cooper Marody. Oh, boys, we're hoping. We're hoping if you're in Bakersfield, you're hoping he makes the NHL team. But if you're also in Bakersfield, you want him back on the Condors because he does magical things on the ice in the AHL, and you would hate to miss that. But right now, we get to see him in Oilers colors next week, and that is going to be exciting again. He'll be leading that squad. He's a big leader on that squad for sure. Ryan McLeod entering a 2nd year of being an Oilers prospect. Guys, this guy is going to take leaps and bounds, hopefully in the AHL. Might find himself a call-up once in a while in the NHL this year, but AHL for him most of the year. Ostap Safin, guys, if you're not familiar, 4th round draft pick back in 2017. Same draft as Kirill Maximov. We got 2 very good players, 2 right wingers. Ostap Safin, the story here is I believe he was injured for most of the season. Still managed to put up 11 points in 15 games, although in the playoffs, I don't know if he was still playing hurt or what. I haven't really found the book on that, but only 2 points in 17 games, so it is tough for him. But we're hoping he bounces back. Should be on the AHL squad this year, maybe in the with Wichita to begin. I don't know what really the story is. Maybe he can go back to junior. I'm not sure. He's a 99 birthday, so that's got me concerned. And then you've got Bo Starrett. Stop me if you've heard that Starrett name once this video already. Yes, that's the younger brother of Shane Starrett. He is a 95 birth date, so 24. All right, good go. He's going to come into camp, kind of get him tossed around and see what he looks like, just so as the Oilers know what they have in the AHL, and Mr. Keith Gretzky can make some decisions on where he'll play in his lineup. And then you've got Jacob Stuckel, another guy who grinded it out in the ECHL last year. 42 points, 57 games played. Again, if you're from Wichita, let me know. I want to get that whole parent to bottom club going here. That would be excellent. And he's on an AHL contract. The last two, Nolan Vesey. Well, Nolan Vesey ended up playing with the Bakersfield Condors and Wichita Thunder quite a bit last year. He had not great offensive stats. I don't think he's really that flashy of a prospect by any means, but he's the guy that rounds out the roster, and maybe fans love him. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't heard enough. Don't take that as a shot against him. Don't, please. And Kyler Yamamoto, guys, my goodness, please do not get injured. Okay? I would like to see same thing as Evan Bouchard, a solid, lighted up, shoot out the lights, 40 games in the AHL. We'll discuss after that. That's what I'm hoping. So guys, that's your look at the Edmonton Oilers rookie camp roster. My takes on some of the guys. I'm Tyson, this Dolynny TV. Somehow, someway, I mean, if you're with me for all 16 and 40 and change it's been, guys, appreciate it. What I want you to do is right now, as you saw that little ticker at the start of the video, hit that subscribe button. We're into the 7,000 digits now. I want to hit that 10,000 at some point this season. It'll be magical. Maybe during a stream or something, we'll pop the champagne and celebrate. I am up on out of here.